Today I'm going to be making a DIY drawboard because I'm super cheap and I don't like spending a lot of money. So all you're going to need is a 5-foot length of 2x6 threaded pipe, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. I probably go lower. And then the base for the threaded pipe, you'll need a winch, which you can get off Amazon for about $35. Yardstick, that's optional if you want to measure your draw length. And then you're going to need a turnbuckle and a clip or carabiner. The turnbuckle is for fine adjustments. You can X-nay the turnbuckle if you decide to get a worm gear winch. I didn't go that route because the only ones I could find were about $170. This winch I got on Amazon for about 35 bucks. A couple of lag bolts for the winch and some screws. Grab some electrical tape as well. And optional but recommended, I would get a little bit of surplus rubber hose that will fit onto that threaded pipe. You can electrical tape that afterwards, but it's just going to add a little bit more cushion and protect your investment a little bit better. So yeah, there's really not much to it. It's going to take you 5 minutes in the hardware store, and then it's going to take you an hour depending on how technical you want to get with building this thing. Afterwards though, you're probably, if you're like me, going to be screwing around, checking your cam timing, checking everything you can now that you have a drawboard. So budget maybe the rest of the day after that.
So I've already added the rubber hose to this pipe and put some electrical tape on it to secure it. Now I'm just adding 4 SD screws into this. It doesn't really matter where you place that on the end of the board. I measured 6 inches, but put your bow down, see if there's some clearance for the sight. The other thing too is I went as low as I could get with this pipe just to kind of simulate where that bow is held in my hand when it's being drawn back. I will say that I almost wish I had a 2x8 instead, just to mount that winch a little higher. However, the winch I had with the handle it has, it wouldn't allow for the clearance anyway, so I did the best I could. So next step was just to add some lag bolts to this winch to make sure it was secure. You are pulling back some heavier poundage, so you don't want anything coming out of the board. I went as high up on that board as I could. Just rotate the handle for yourself to make sure that there is clearance for that thing to crank. The other thing too that you'll need to do, as you can see here, is actually remove the wheel of the winch just so you can get those lag bolts in. It all kind of depends on which winch you buy. This one was one of the cheapest ones I could find on Amazon, 35 bucks. So halfway through, I decided I was going to mount my drawboard vertically on the wall. I don't have any drywall getting in the way, so I used the cutoffs from that 2x6, screwed them onto the back to add some clearance, and then lag bolt them into the studs. That allowed me to still crank that winch. Totally up to you what you decide to do. I found it easier this way, but I know a lot of people keep it horizontal. Then after that, I just added electrical tape to anything that still had bare metal on it, just to avoid any contact with my bow. After I was playing around with the drawboard, I decided that I was going to add this L bracket just below the pipe. It really helped prevent my bow from being moved either forward or backwards while that string was being drawn back. So when you're mounting this yardstick or whatever measurement system you're using, you want to actually measure 1.75 inches from the deepest part of the grip. Essentially, all that means is from the front of that pipe, start the ruler 1.75 inches back from that to get your accurate AMO draw length.
Alright, so that's the finished product. Again, like I said, pretty easy. It's pretty much as easy or as technical as you want to make it. 100% worth the 60 bucks or whatever it was. As soon as I drew back my bow, I could see that my cams were out of sync. I was kind of eyeballing it before, but it just really doesn't do the trick. So I'm looking forward to re-paper tuning and re-broadhead tuning and all that stuff for hunting season. But yeah, now we're at least starting on a fresh, solid foundation. So yeah, if you have any questions, drop drop them in the comments. Again, super easy. There's so many videos out there already on this, so I just wanted to make this real quick just to show you that some idiot in his basement can do it, so you can do it too. And 100% worth the time and the money, considering almost negligible on how much that costs. Okay, so thanks again for watching, guys, and like I said, if you have any comments, just post them in the comments below. Okay, thanks for watching, you guys.